everyone, it's the Sensual Spiritualist, and today's reading we will be looking at the question, will you be famous? And if you were to become famous, what would you be famous for? Of course, this is just a prediction, and whatever answer we get in this reading, it doesn't actually mean that you will or won't. Things can always change, and ultimately it's your decision if you want to pursue something or not pursue something, and things can always change. So we have 4 piles, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pause the video to pick your pile. If you need a personal reading, my email will be in the description box. If you chose pile 1, welcome to your reading. So the first card you got is teaching. So if you were to become well known or famous for something, it might involve the skill of teaching. But I am going to pull some astrology cards, and that's going to give us more detailed information. So for your astrology cards, you got South Node in Aquarius and the 10th house. So with these cards, I would say that you definitely could become well known or famous for something, but you might find it to be kind of annoying. Like if you were to become really popular or well known for something, you might find it annoying to have to maintain the relationships or just like the energy that goes into having to be social. The 10th house rules popularity and social positioning and reputation. So the fact that the 10th house came out does show that it is something that you could be successful in, and people gravitate towards you or would gravitate towards you because you have a very unique perspective and a unique way of working, and how you show up in the world is different from a lot of other people. And you're comfortable being different and comfortable communicating your uniqueness. But because we have the South Node here, I would just think that maybe like after a while you would just find it annoying to be really famous or well known for something. Now we are going to use the tarot deck to get more information for pile 1. Will pile 1 become famous or well known for something? And if so, what would they be famous or well known for? The Queen of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles reversed, the King of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. So based on these tarot cards, I'm going to say yes. Like if you wanted to be well known for something or famous, you definitely could, because you're actually good at a lot of different things. You have a strong business sense. So if you were to start a business, or if you already have a business and you really worked on that and you put a lot of work into that, it would be something that did well and you would make a lot of money in, but you're also really smart. So you're really smart and you have a business savvy. And I have a feeling that you are just like a multi-talented person. So it's just more so deciding if fame is something that you really want or not. But if you did decide that you really wanted to be well known for something or really successful with something, you definitely could, because you are a multi-talented person. I'm going to also use this deck, which is a yes or no deck. So this is going to be the most blunt part of the reading, because these cards have just straight yes or no answers. So I'm going to ask, is pile 1 going to be famous or well known for something? If you do get a yes or a no, obviously that doesn't actually mean that this is a truth that cannot be changed. Oh, the abundance card flew out. That's a good sign. And also choose a new direction and forgiveness. So you didn't get a yes or no. There are some yeses and some nos in that deck, But the first card that flew out is abundance, which I feel like is a really good sign. And you also got choose a new direction and forgiveness. So with these cards, again, I really just feel like you could have a really successful business. You could have a really successful business, or you could be really well known for something that brings you a lot of money. It brings you a lot of abundance, brings you a lot of money, brings you a lot of abundance. But I feel like this would be something that is new. So this abundance might come through a newer idea that you've had. It might be something that just came to you recently, or something that you just started working on that is going to be very successful. I do want to use a few more decks because I definitely see that there's good energy here for you being well known for something or highly successful with something. But I want to use a few more decks to learn more specific details about what that something could be. So you got the visionary. The world is filled with possibilities. And you also got the collaborator. I co-create to create. So with these two cards, I feel like it's really leaving it open-ended as to what you would be famous or well known for. I feel like what it's saying is because you, like I said before, you're multi-talented. There are a number of different things that you could be highly successful with or famous for. And because you are also good at connecting with other people, like one of your talents is that you connect well with other people. When you decide that you want to work on something, other people would want to connect with you to help you realize that vision. Like if you decided you wanted to start a business, there would be other people that wanted to partner with you to ensure the success of your business. Like there's other people that want to work with you and want to help you along the way to ensure your success. So that is a skill and talent within itself. When you speak about what you're passionate about, other people become convinced of your vision and they also want to work towards realizing your vision. So you're very convincing. We're gonna pull two more cards just to see if we get any last messages. For pile one, what will pile one be well known for? So you also got animals and you got leadership. So you might really enjoy working with animals or just having animals around you. So something you could be well known for is having a successful animal rescue. Like you know how sometimes people get plots of land and they rescue animals and they have all different kinds of animals on a farm and they just take care of them. You could do something like that. But also you got the leadership card. So again, you would be a strong leader because you're someone that people are willing to follow. But I think this is also calling back to the fact that there's so many different things that you could be successful with because you are multi-talented, that it's really up to you which direction that you would want to go in. But based off of these cards, I would say whether you're going to be well known or famous or not is completely up to you. And the answer is yes. If you decide that you really want to go in that direction, you decide that you want to be highly successful and well known for something, then you absolutely will be because you are a strong leader and you're multi-talented. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, pile one. And if you are interested in a personal reading, my email will be in the description box and I'll see you in the next video. If you chose pile two, welcome to your reading. So your first card is crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. So if you were to become famous or well known for something, it could be for something related to the healing arts. So it could be something related to energy work, to spiritual healing, to offering spiritual guidance to people. Something, you could be famous for something that helps people to gain spiritual knowledge or wisdom, and or something related to helping people heal. Next we are going to use astrology cards to hopefully learn more details about where to become famous, what would you be famous for, and or will you be famous. So for your astrology cards, you got the South Node in Leo in the 6th house. So with these cards, it seems like you stand out in the workplace or in whatever type of work you do for how hard you are willing to work. Like that really stands out to the people that you work with, to your customers and to your coworkers. And the service that you provide people also stands out to people and is memorable to people. And you might even be guilty of overworking yourself because you like standing out, because you like knowing that you're known for being the hardest working person. But you might benefit from, if you have like a 9 to 5, you might benefit from branching off and doing your own thing, because it might be more beneficial to you and you might be able to get more back for all of the hard work you do if you were willing to branch off and do your own thing. But let's use the tarot to get more information for pile 2. Will pile 2 become famous or well known for something? And if so, what will they be well known for? So you got the World, the King of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles reverse, and the 4 of Pentacles. So based on your tarot cards, I would say yes, like you have a really good chance of being well known for something or famous. It could come through putting yourself out there in some way online, or in a way that people from all over the world can see you. So it could involve putting yourself out there in a way through travel or online. I think that would be really good for you. And it would require you to take initiative and to be willing to direct your strong work ethic towards yourself. If you were to become well known or famous for something, it's not going to come from like a traditional means of just working really hard for a number of years at a normal 9 to 5 job. It's going to come from you being more selfish with your energy and all of your work ethic and all of the service that you're putting into other people. Is going to require you to focus more on yourself and giving more energy into nurturing yourself to be the best version of yourself that you can be, taking really good care of yourself, not working yourself to death for some company that ultimately probably doesn't care about you, but working for yourself and being more stingy, more selfish with your time and energy. So next will be the most blunt part of the reading, because I'm using a deck that has yes or no answers. So it will give us a yes or no. There's some other messages that can come up too, but this deck does have just direct yes or no answers. And I'm going to ask, will pile 2 become famous or well known for something? It says the situation will improve. Let's get one more card. Will pile 2 become well known for something? And you also got opportunity. So you got the situation will improve and opportunity. I would say yes, you will have opportunities to become well known or famous for something. You're going to have an important opportunity coming up for you in the near future. So you need to stay on the lookout for it, and also don't necessarily wait for someone to present you with an opportunity. I feel like this is more of an opportunity in the sense of like you sitting down and being clear about like which direction you want to go in, and then creating the opportunity for yourself. And then once you put yourself out there, I feel like you're going to have a positive response to whatever you're offering to the world. But with this card, I mean, it looks pretty positive as far as fame or being well known for something is something that you want, then your spread looks pretty positive. But I am curious to know more specifics about like what specifically you would be famous for. So I'm going to use some decks to look at that. So for pile 2, if pile 2 were to become famous, what would they be famous for? What are pile 2's talents? What is pile 2 most likely to become famous for? So you got the strategist. It says every vision has a plan. And you also got the engineer. So some of your major strengths are your ability to be strategic and your ability to create a plan for yourself that allows you to systematically improve your positioning with every move you make. So you like gradually are climbing up a ladder, gradually putting yourself in a better and better position. So you're very smart and you're very good at planning and problem solving. So it's not being specific as to like what specific job, but those are some of the skills that you would be using as a means to become famous or well known. What else do I pick up from this? Yeah, I mean, I definitely see that you're going to be gradually making more and more money as time goes on because you're good at creating successful plans for yourself. You're like, okay, I'm going to start here, I'm going to do this thing, and then next year I'm going to be able to climb up another rung and I'm going to be able to do this thing which gets me more money, and then I'm going to be able, so it's like you have a lot of gradual success, like slow and steady success. When you face a problem or a challenge, you're very good at finding solutions just through using your brain, you know, just sitting and thinking your way through things. There's one more deck that I have. I'm going to see if I can get any more specifics. Can you give me specifics on what pile 2 might become famous for, are well known for? So you got body work. Yeah, like you would have a talent for massage therapy, for Reiki, for becoming a spiritual healer or a spiritual teacher, or just like working with your hands, doing something with your physical body. I'm gonna pull one more card. What could pile 2 become famous for, well known for? You got family. Loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. With this family card, I actually feel like this is giving you a side message. Like this doesn't so much have to do with like a career. I think it's talking about you being known for how well you show up for your family and like how generous and kind you are as a family member. So that's something else that you'll be well known for, is how well you take care of the people around you that you are closest to and the people that you really care about. So that's a nice side message. So that is all I have for you, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, give it a like. If you're interested in a personal reading, my emails will be in the description box, and I'll see you in the next video. If you chose pile 3, welcome to your reading. So your first card is yoga. So you could be famous or well known for something dealing with physical arts. So you could be well known for being a yoga instructor, or being a really successful fitness coach, being a really successful personal trainer, being successful in the fitness space, being a fitness influencer, something related to the physical body, using your body to teach people and using your body to help heal others. So next I am going to use my astrology deck and hopefully get more detailed information about, will pile 3 be famous, and if so, what will pile 3 be famous for? So for your astrology cards, you've got Moon in Taurus in the 5th house. With these cards, I'm willing to bet that you are an artist, or if you aren't already an artist, you would be a really good artist. You're able to communicate your emotions or use your emotions and harness your emotions and translate it into really, really beautiful art, really profound art that is capable of moving people. So that might be something else that you could become famous for, is your artistic ability. You're also talented with connecting with children or working with children and just entertaining in general. Like whatever it is that you create or produce is entertaining to other people. So that's definitely a positive sign that if you wanted to become well known for something, you could become well known for your art, or you could become well known for the work that you do with children. Now I'm going to use my tarot deck and hopefully get more details about what will pile 3 be well known for. Will pile 3 be well known? You got the Ace of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands reversed, and the 7 of Pentacles. So pile 3, you definitely could be well known for something, but I'm seeing one blockage might just be like a lack of confidence in yourself and also an impatience. That could be something that holds you back or acts as a blockage to you becoming well known, is that you would have to be willing to give whatever you're working on enough time to manifest opportunities. I do see that opportunities would come in for you if you're willing to work on whatever direction you decide to go in. You'd have to be willing to work on it for a while without losing faith, without losing hope, without losing confidence in yourself. And you would have to be willing to put yourself out there, and that might be hard for you to do in a consistent way because the way you feel emotionally. And when you're feeling emotional, you might feel like you just would rather give up or like kind of run away and not want to be seen. So the next part of the reading is going to be the most blunt part of the reading. I'm going to use my deck, and this deck has direct yes or no answers. So I'm going to use this deck and you might get a direct yes or no. I'm going to ask, will pile 3 be well known or famous for something, and if so, what? I'm just going to take whatever 2 cards come out. So you got Wait, and you also got Wait, Big Happy Changes. So we didn't get a direct yes or no, but you got Wait, Big Happy Changes. And I think what this is saying is, again, like anything that you're working on, it's going to take time. And so you have to be willing to have some level of patience. And then you will, after working on something for some time, then you are going to see the results that you've been working so hard for. So you definitely could be. I haven't had any pile today that said a definite no, you won't be famous or well known for something. All the piles have been like either yes or yes you could if. And so I feel like your pile is a yes you could if, like yes, you could become well known for your art or your ability to work with children or your ability to do some kind of physical art form where you're working with your body, even like dancing. But you would you would have to be willing to hold on to confidence in yourself for long enough for you to actually experience the results that you're looking for. I am going to use a few more decks to see if we can get more specific information about like what direction that you might be, what profession or what specific thing might you be famous for. So you got the Messenger card, and one more card please, pile 3. And you also got the Organizer. So the Organizer says everything has its rightful place, and it says patient, practical, truthful, committed, steadfast, orderly, reliable, considerate. It's really coming out more as advice for you. Like if you want to be well known and are highly successful with something, it's saying you gotta have patience and you gotta be like perseverant with whatever it is that you're working on, in order for you to see the results you're looking for. You have to be consistent, you have to be committed, you have to be organized. So these cards are really serving more as advice for you more than telling you specifically what you would be famous for. The Messenger card says, I bring the light of awareness. Perceptive, progressive, intelligent, adaptable, changeable, psychic, versatile, candid, agile, communicative. So with this card, it's telling you that you have to be willing to share your message. You have to be willing to share your gifts, share your creativity with the world around you. You can't hold it locked up inside because you're not feeling confident enough to share, or you're feeling too closed off to share. You have to be kind of more of an open channel in order to receive the opportunities. You have to be kind of more of an open channel. We're going to use one last deck. Any last messages for pile 3? Will they be famous? What would they be famous for? So you got Heart's Desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. And children, your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So you have an energy which is like perpetually young at heart, and that allows you to do really well with connecting and working with children. But also it's a part of what makes you a great artist is that you have like a strong inner child. People are drawn to people with a strong inner child because you have this like forever young quality about you that people are really attracted to, and makes them feel more alive, and it makes you really fun to be around. So you definitely could be well known for your work with children if you chose to move in that direction. But also there are multiple possibilities for you in terms of what you could be well known for, what you could be famous for. It's really up to you to decide. And once you decide, you have to be committed to it and you have to stick with it. But you would be successful and you would definitely have opportunities presented to you. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, pile 3. If you did, give it a like. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email will be in the description box, and I'll see you in the next video. If you chose pile 4, welcome to your reading. Your first card is Freedom. You are free to do what you choose. So that kind of leaves the answer to will you ever be well known for something open-ended, but it is also saying that there's a lot of different directions that you could go in and have huge success and become well known. It's really up to you. But let's use the astrology cards to get more specific details. So for your astrology cards, you got the North Node in Sagittarius in the 7th house. So with these cards, it's suggesting that if you were to become well known, it would be potentially through your connections with other people and through your relationships with other people, through working in partnership with other people. And it's saying that if you want to become well known, it's better that you lean into collaborating with other people instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Now we are going to use a tarot to get more messages for pile 4. Will pile 4 become famous or well known for something? And if so, what will they become known for? So for tarot, you got the 4 of Cups reversed, the Devil, the Hermit, and the Star reversed. So currently, with the way your personality is set up, it seems like you really enjoy your alone time and you really enjoy being independent of other people, and you don't necessarily like to depend on other people. And with that current setup, you probably won't become famous just because you don't prefer to be surrounded by others. It doesn't seem like you prefer to be collaborating with others and putting a lot of your time into being around other people. So that might be something that blocks you from becoming famous, just your desire to be more solitary. If that is your preference, to be more, independent or spend more time alone, then that can be a big blockage towards bringing you fame or greater popularity, because obviously there's a part of you that doesn't like it. So the next part of the reading is going to be the most blunt part. I am going to use my deck that has yes or no cards. So there is a chance that when I ask, will pile 1 become famous, it might give me just a direct yes or no, but there are also other cards in here that could come out. So I'm going to pick 2 for pile 4. Will pile 4 be well known for something? And if so, what will they be known for? So you got recovery and choose a new direction. So we didn't get a direct yes or no, but with these, I feel like it's saying your next chapter is basically starting over, and you're starting somewhere new, you're starting something new, you're moving into a new space, and your next chapter is mostly going to be focused on healing yourself, and healing your specific things that you're working through, and that should be your main focus. And also too, I think while you're focused on just healing yourself, it might not be a time where you become widely known, because the most important work and the main work you are doing right now is to just focus on your own healing journey, and that being the most important thing for you. So I am going to use another deck and hopefully get more specifics related to what are your specific, I want to know what your specific talents and abilities are, and if you were to become well known for something, what would it be? So you got the Communicator. Words have power. Truthful, outspoken, flexible, clear, quick, relatable, friendly, intelligent, open-minded, intuitive. Psychological, discriminating, informed, and articulate. And one more card for pile 4. What are pile 4's talents and abilities? And you got the Honorable Warrior. I take a stand for positive change. Brave, courageous, strong, passionate, bold, hardworking, territorial, athletic, competitive, decisive, heroic, loyal, disciplined, action-driven. So one of your strengths is your ability and your willingness to speak up for other people to defend other people. You are extremely brave and willing to act as an advocate to help others. You're willing to speak up for issues that are important to you, issues that affect other people, issues that affect your environment and just the larger world. So one thing that you could become well known for is your skills related to advocating, related to speaking, and related to speaking out for causes that are important to you. Also, with a communicator card, I'm getting that you could speak about your specific struggles that you have overcome, and that other people would find your story valuable. So you could do like public speaking. You could share your story with other people. And I get one more card for what are pile 4's talents and abilities. What could pile 4 become well known for? What could pile 4 become famous for? So you got support. Your life purpose fully supports you. And you also got counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. Yeah, like, so you're really good at supporting other people. You're good at offering other people advice. You're good at making people feel less alone in the world, because you help people feel seen with your words and with your attention. You have a talent for making people feel like they have someone that can relate to them, and just like they're less alone. And also you have an ability to counsel people, so you could become well known for your counseling skills. Like if you wanted to become a therapist or a social worker or counselor, that could be something you would be really successful in, and you would stand out. You would stand out apart from the rest of the people in your field. So those are just some ideas. And from this pile, though, to be honest with you, I don't get that you're like super interested in becoming famous. I think maybe you just clicked on this video like out of boredom, or just to see, because you were curious like what it would say. So, you don't have to seek fame or recognition if that's not your thing. But I hope that you enjoyed this reading, pile 4. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email will be in the description box, and I'll see you in the next video.